Ford Field in Detroit. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
2nd and 4. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Chicago.
Now Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Montgomery.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Complete to
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On the 2nd down throw on target.
The pass. Complete to number 50.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Mooney.
The pass.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go...
There is a hush indeed. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
At their own 24-yard.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
2-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. And he's got room. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now Goff on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. His throw incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Goff. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Goff now looks to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
16-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Lutz for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Lions 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Offensive 8 yards.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Steps away. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 2 yards.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Goff throwing again. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. We'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Lions 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chicago.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this is a beauty, as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, it's gone. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on second down. Goff will try and set up the screen to Swift. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
With the score.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to knock out the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jared Goff, sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. Catch made here by Campbell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bears.
He'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
The Bears, first down.
They run. Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Running for it, Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
understand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
10. Lions 6.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Shreds the tackle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
By Jalen Johnson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun. Gone. This will be called about the 5.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense. Don't do us like that.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Bears 1st down.
Back to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a run with Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Is good.
That time a 6-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, just put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Recovered by...
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
30-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Makes the score Bears 20, Lions 13.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming. On 1st down, it's gone. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
From the gun, here's Goff. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Andre Swift, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Let's do it.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chicago.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson.
The pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Parker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's 3rd down.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
9-yard attempt.
Right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Lions 13.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now gone. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
23.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.